one thing. I want everybody to look at me. I'm going to pass it to Corn after I say one thing. That's a W. Let's eat one. Let's eat one. That's a W. How many people want to eat a W tonight? I want to eat a W tonight.
All right, we're back after what, like a month layover, Brian?
Probably at least a month, right?
Yeah, I mean, you said once we get to July, we're basically there, and
here we are.
This last month, I know, like we usually when like you get there, it's like, oh yeah, that felt like, no time. July felt forever.
Yeah, it did. It felt long. It just feels like it's been a long time without sports. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's still sports on, but to me, at least, it feels like there has not been a lot of sports.
Yeah, when the Reds aren't good, and that's the only thing really going on, then there's just really nothing to do. I mean, I started watching a TV show, and I haven't done that in years. So,
what TV show?
It's past the time. Better Call Saul.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good one. But yeah, so a lot's been going on. You had a bit of a scare today.
I did. Not just me.
You sent me.
Not just
Bengals Nation. Nation had a bit of a scare today. Yeah. Jamar Chase. Dude, that looked bad.
It looked bad. Like when I saw the video, I gave it one of those like when you watch, like you kind of like wince. You kind of like
you see the knee.
Yes. Yeah.
You see the foot grab the ground and the knee go in the wrong direction. I'm like, oh, I've seen this a million times.
Well, he said afterwards when he's doing his interview, he was like, my foot got stuck in the ground. And that reminds you of what, but it was grass. Their practice field's grass. So my first thought was, if that was turf, I wonder how different it would have been. And I know there's that conversation about turf and grass and all that going on. But it's serious. And that did the grass allow enough of it to slide where it didn't do any more damage? Because it did not look pretty. It did not look good from that video. No. I'm always a little hesitant when players say they're fine, and which he seems fine, but I'm always a little hesitant because how many times have we seen players say, "Oh, I'm good," and then you find out 2 days later that they feel fine, but adrenaline's still pumping, and then they have something, torn. Or how many times have we seen people walking off with ACL tears and they seem fine? So yeah. I do think he is fine, but I wouldn't be surprised if they still do an MRI just to make sure everything's structurally there. But I would shut him down until week 1. There's no time. There's no reason at this point. So
you're just not gonna practice?
I mean, how much practice does he need? You
gotta get ready, Brian. He's got 2 weeks.
No, I know.
He doesn't have to play in the game, but he can still run routes.
I think
you gotta stay. You can't just wrap him up.
Stop. Yeah, I know. I think tomorrow though, based on their schedule, they have a walkthrough. So he probably won't do that tomorrow. They have their day off Thursday. They play the Eagles Friday for the last preseason game, which none of the starters are playing, obviously. And then I think they're off till Monday. So he basically gets a week off regardless. So it's good. If it was going to happen, it's good timing.
Eagles Friday?
Yeah, Eagles Friday. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's on. I think it's nationally televised too. I think it's on TV, which is nice. So I'll probably watch it.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
But speaking of the Eagles, today we're going to go through each division in the NFC. I guess we can rank them 1 to 4, where we're thinking they're gonna.
Yeah, I think that's what we've done in years past. Yeah, I think we've kind of done that in years past. Talk through each team and where we feel like they're gonna, who has a chance, who doesn't, who we like at the odds that they're currently at. Because sometimes you might not like a team as much, like the NFC North, for example, kind of all over the place based on the odds. But hey, Vikings are the worst odds. But if they're plus 700, do I think they're that much worse than, whether it's the Lions or the Packers at plus 150 or plus 200? I might put my money on the Vikings.
Brian, spoilers.
Sorry, I don't know. I'm giving an example here.
You're excited. I get it. But so this week we're going to do NFC. Next week we're going to do AFC. We were going to do some fantasy stuff, but it's kind of getting a little too close, and we've kind of been all over the place.
Yeah, I think it was a weird schedule year for both of us this year.
So much weird travel.
Mm-hmm. A lot of travel.
Yeah, but we're back in it. I'm so pumped for football. And we got week 0 next week.
Can I tell you what I was watching before we got on this?
Oh boy, WNBA.
No. I was watching highlights of the closest playoff games in the last 4 years. And like the one that stuck out to me was that Rams-Eagles game in the snow.
The best.
So like that's where I'm at with needing football, is I'm watching highlights of teams that aren't even my favorite team. So if that tells you anything, that's where I'm at. I also hate that it starts so late this year.
How many does it start late?
It's just like it's the same week, but Labor Day is so late this year. It's like the 7th or whatever. Like it's the latest Labor Day I think can possibly be. So it's the latest the season will start, because it's always the like Thursday. First game's always the Thursday after Labor Day. Like last year it was I think Labor Day was like the 2nd. This year Labor Day is the 7th. Yeah, 7th. So it just feels like it's a week further back. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. We'll look into that for you next year.
Okay, no, Labor Day was the 1st last year. So The season started on the 4th.
So it's
this year, later. Yeah, it's a week later. Same week, but by dates wise, yeah.
I get it.
You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying.
Math and,
Yes, exactly.
Anyway, where do you want to start with these divisions? Do you want to start?
Actually,
I want to go NFC South. Get that one
real
out
quick.
Of the way.
I want to let the people know. I dropped 4 fantasy leagues, so I'm only down to 5. I went from 9 to 5, so it's good news.
The fact that you were actually in 9.
I know, it's crazy, but I dropped 4. I'm pumped.
This isn't even like, I would understand if this was a fantasy football show. Which would be kind of cool, but to be in 9, that's so much work. And
I hated it.
Every Sunday morning, you're like, all right, I think I have this guy on this team. I have to root against this guy again next week, but I have him, and he's a key player.
It got to the point where I hate when people do this, like especially if you're playing a league for money. Like it got to a point where there's a couple weeks where like I would check the lineups, but I would start like someone would go out and inactives or whatever. I wouldn't check it again for the last hour before the game, and I'd play people who were not active, and I hated it. I was like, I don't want to be that guy. So I needed to get out. I'm still in too many, but I'll take it. I basically almost cut it in half. So I'll take it.
What do you think the best number is? I feel like we've talked about this.
I think 3, 2 to 3, I think is the best.
Yeah.
I think you need more than 1.
3 is kind of dicey. I think 2 is like, if you have 2 good leagues you're in, that's good. But if like I'm in two this year, and one of them I just don't really care about. I'm just in it just because. And I've been in it the last like 7 years, and I only know 2 of the people in the league, so it's hilarious. And same with my other league, but it's for more money, and it's normal for whatever reason. That first league I'm talking about has a defensive player, and they juiced up.
Oh, that's right.
Defense numbers, and they have double flex and another RB / wide receiver spot, so it's just all over the place.
Is the double flex quarterback as well? No. Okay, so no quarterback.
People were asking about super flex, and if they added super flex, then that would have been the last straw for me. But yeah, I'm in 2. 1 is for decent money, so that's probably gonna be the one I care about. But yeah,
I think that's me too. I joined like one of the guys I was in a league with got rid of his league and remade it, but he made the buy-in significantly bigger, and like he got some new people, because some people just didn't want to do it for that amount of money. Yeah. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to do one that's feels like that's probably going to be the one that I care about the most, just because of the paying for those. So yeah,
until your 2 best players get hurt, and then
exactly, and then you're pissed. Yeah, but yeah, I think 2 or 3 was always the best. 5 is still too many. 5 is still too many.
5 is too many. 4 is too many.
The good news is though, with the 5, like one's a dynasty league, so like there isn't like waivers at least. Yeah, like it's not. And then one's that like offense defense league that we do, where we draft in the summer.
Oh, so you're in 3 regular.
I'm in 3 redraft leagues, which feels very much like that, very manageable. Because even the offense defense league, there's waivers, but not really. Like you'll have to do waivers for certain people, but you have 50 guys on your team, so like there's gonna be times where you pick people, but it's not like you're having to put bids in every single week for 6 players and be like, all right, if I don't get this defense, I want to go after this defense, and if I don't get You know what I mean? Where you have to put in 3 of like the same position. So like that's what I'm excited to get rid of, is some of that kind of stuff. So
Yeah. Well, anyway, we're going to start with the NFC South.
Ooh, NFC South. Okay, let me pull up the odds.
Let's get this one over with. So the Bucks are favored at plus 170.
Do you think this is the worst division in football right now?
Oof.
It has to be, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's either that or the AFC. I was going to say AFC South, but
no. But the Jags were awesome last year. Texans have made the playoffs the last few years.
Yeah, it's probably the worst. I would say worst talent-wise, but it's actually one of the more interesting because there's so much parity in this one.
Yeah, because anyone can. I think, especially this year when you have the Saints, who I think are a big favorite for a lot of people.
They're second with plus 270.
Right,
that's crazy.
Which is when you think about last year, but a lot of guys are in on Tyler Shuck. As a potential.
Which is interesting because he's got a lot more hype than I feel like he deserves, but he was solid.
He was solid last year. I think he was better than a lot of people thought he was going to be.
Well, people say he's 50 years old, even though he's only 26. Because he came out of college so late.
Didn't he play like 7 years in college? I think it was 7. I got to look that up now because I don't want to say something that's not correct.
Yeah, a lot of people go to school for 7 years, Brian.
Like who? Yeah, like who?
Like doctors.
Well, okay, but okay. You know what I mean.
Never seen Tommy Boy?
No, I've seen Tommy Boy. It's probably my favorite movie of all time.
Then how do you not know that quote?
I thought you were talking about something else. Like people are stupid, which that is still the same thing.
Well, that's the joke.
It's the same thing. Yeah. Yeah, I know. They're in the car with the M&Ms. I know exactly what scene you're talking about.
You have a thin Kenny shell. I'm surprised you didn't know that. All right, so Bucks at plus 170, Saints at plus 270, Panthers at plus 310, Falcons at plus 400. These are DraftKings odds, by the way.
Yeah, I've just pulling it up now. So we're doing NFC South.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think the Bucks kind of run away with this.
Yeah, I think so too.
Baker's got a chip on his shoulder.
I think Baker's going to play pissed.
Young?
I think Baker's going to be pissed with the contract stuff, especially the fact that he wasn't able to get his contract before training camp. I think that's a big thing. They did get Vita Vea under contract, which I think is huge for them. I was hoping he would not be around week 1 when he played the Bengals, or he'd be traded away. But I agree. Like they looked like the one of, if not the best, if not one of the best teams in football for the first 8 weeks last year. Right? They were 5-3, 6-2 at the start of the year. Baker was MVP for the first 5 or 6 weeks. Everyone got hurt. Baker got hurt. Did you ever watch quarterback this year?
No.
So I watched it, and he took a beating, man.
Yeah.
Like
he ran so much.
Some of the he got one of the games he got drilled on the arm. He had a welt, literally across his entire arm of just a bruise. It was nasty. It put things in perspective of what these guys go through on a weekly basis. But I agree. I don't trust Bryce Young.
Nope.
I think he showed some things last year, and I know they went after some big fish in free agency, which I think will be helpful for the Panthers. But I just don't see it falling that way. I just don't see the Bucks collapsing like that again. I think the Bucks are a playoff team.
I think they win the division. I think they win it by multiple games. Then you have the Falcons, who basically have everything besides a quarterback, which is insane.
Did you see what came out today with Tua?
No.
So I think it was Ian Rappaport said, and you don't hear these guys saying this stuff that much because it's usually agent speak. They're usually just spewing what the agent wants them to do so they can keep the relationships. But he basically said that, I think the word for word was, Tua is making it impossible for them to name him the starter because of how bad he's looked.
Well, I also saw that he's speeding up the timetable for Penix to come back.
Yeah. Well, Penix, I think, practiced today for the first time. It was like Tua was the first guy to ever lose a quarterback battle where the other guy hasn't even been a participant for the first 3 weeks or whatever it was.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then plus that third string quarterback, was it Strand? It's Strand. He's like 6'5". He played at Minnesota State Moorhead.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was like, and I think he came in 4th in the Division II Heisman race, but he looked really good. And they're saying like Dan Orlovsky was on Get Up, and he was like, they should just try him out. Why not?
I mean, I guess why not, right?
I mean, that'd be pretty cool. He just comes in. He's like the next, Brock Purdy.
I do think Penix is gonna win the job, though. I think Tua, again, I don't like counting practice snaps.
No knees, though.
I know he doesn't. He has no knees left. Like all I picture is that picture of him in the wheelchair with like legs with casts on both his legs or whatever it was. Like I feel bad for the guy though, man. Like
he's got no ACLs left, and Tua's brain is mush, and now like they have Cooper Rush and this Strand guy, and it's just a mess. So do you think the plus 400 is more of a bet on the rest of the Falcons team, or do you think it's just a detriment of how weird this division is?
I think it's more of a detriment of how weird this division is, because I mean you do have Bijan Robinson, you do have Drake London, you got Jesse Bates, you got Kyle Pitts, you got Jesse Bates on the defensive side of the ball. Like you have some pieces and some stars, like I guess. But I think we've seen in this league it's really, really hard to win without a competent quarterback. Like that's what it comes down to. Like everyone's going nuts. Like Sam Darnold, I think obviously a solid quarterback who won the Super Bowl last year, but like everyone was surprised by the fact that I think Darnold could take him to Super Bowl, but he had such a good team around him. I don't think the Falcons have anywhere near that team around him. I'm not saying that either of those quarterbacks are on the same caliber as Sam Darnold, but even looking at the rest of the roster, it's nowhere close. So I think this is more an indictment of how bad the division is, and no one really knows what's going to happen, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, they'd probably kill to have Kirk Cousins right now.
Yeah, for sure. I think he would start, right, if he was still with the Falcons.
100%.
I mean, he's going to start for the Raiders, and they have Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah. So
what do you think about?
So go ahead.
I was going to say, what do you think about the Saints at plus 270?
I just don't really know anything about their team.
Yeah.
Like you have, are we calling him ETN or Achan?
I think I've seen both. I think he technically say Achan, but I think I've seen people say, can we all agree to just keep calling him ETN? But I don't know. I know who you're talking about either way.
But he was kind of like not good in Jacksonville.
Yeah, he was
Kamara's
okay.
hurt. Chris Olave's, one hit away from being out.
I think he left practice today with an injury. I don't think it's severe, but like he fell on his back weird or something.
Who'd they draft this year? They drafted a receiver?
No, I thought they were going to draft a receiver, but they didn't.
Because I understand that, people believe in Shuck, and if he is a guy, what's up?
It was Jordan Tyson, another injury-prone
wide
receiver.
Hurt.
Yeah, another injury-prone wide receiver. That's right.
And he hurt his other hamstring, not the one that he hurt in college.
Yes.
So I feel like this team is a little brittle. I would not bet 270 on the Saints. I think if I were to not bet the Bucs, I would go Panthers, strictly because again, the Bucs, who knows? Can they stay healthy? Because they have not been. Saints, is Shuck a guy? Can they stay healthy? And then you just have no idea with the Falcons quarterback. So I think at plus 310, the Panthers aren't a bad bet.
Who do you trust more, Bryce Young or Tyler Shuck? Which he did play 7 years in college, by the way.
Yeah. Probably Shuck, but I like the Panthers team.
So I don't like agreeing on how this division is broken out. I don't want to completely agree, but I completely agree with you here. I think I would go Panthers over Saints, especially at the odds. Bryce Young, he at least showed something towards the second half of last year. a little bit.
Yeah.
I think he's always going to have some struggles in the NFL just due to his size and some of those limitations. But Ted McMillan's really good. Jonathan Brooks is coming back this year. I think he could be a big difference maker if he comes back from that ACL. Also, a ton of knee injuries for him. I think he had 2 ACL tears.
Yeah.
And then they spent a lot of money in the offseason. Devin Lloyd, linebacker, was a big pickup for them. Jalen Phillips was, I think he got the most money from any edge defensive end rusher. It was like 25 or 30 million from last year. He was like kind of the big free agent ticket. They still have JC Horn, who's solid. I don't know. They have some pieces on the defensive side of the ball, and they still have some stars on the offensive side of the ball. I think Ike Ekwonu got hurt in the playoff game last year. I don't know if he's their first round pick from a couple years ago at left tackle. I don't know if I doubt he's back for the beginning of the season. I don't know the Panthers, what's going on there enough to know for sure. But yeah, I agree with you. I just think they have more pieces than the Saints at this point. So we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if you're trying to go for better odds, Panthers are the way to go, but the Bucs are probably going to win it by 2 games, just purely off talent. And if they can
stay healthy, they need to stay healthy. Like that's what it comes down to.
Do they have a substation near them?
Probably somewhere. They did lose Mike Evans though. It just kind of sucked that they lost Mike Evans.
Well, yeah. Well, that was going to be my transition. So speaking of substations and Mike Evans, let's go to the NFC West, which is maybe one of the better divisions besides the Cardinals.
I would say.
I mean, would you be surprised if the 49ers made some kind of run? Would you be surprised if the Seahawks made it back to the Super Bowl?
Man, it's
Obviously,
crazy.
The Rams.
It's crazy to see the Seahawks plus 215 as Super Bowl champions, like defending Super Bowl champions. And like, it's not like their team got worse. It's crazy to me that they're, but I guess obviously the Rams, I get it. But I don't know.
Rams, you lose, Kenneth Walker. Doesn't help.
Yeah, but I guess that is true. They did take Jadarian Price in the first round. But Zach Charbonnet is going to be out for a while. Mm-hmm. Team has mostly stayed the same outside of that. I'm trying to think if they made any big moves in the offseason. Nothing comes to mind. But, man, their D-line is so good. Like, they're just stacked on the defensive line. The DBs are fantastic. Devin Witherspoon. Nicky Mwari, I know he's hurt right now, but he should be back pretty early in the season. Julian Love. It's just hard to go against the defending Super Bowl champions. But I get it. It's the Rams, Myles Garrett, and everything that they did in the offseason to make themselves better.
They got better. The Rams got a lot better.
Really
good.
I think you got to pick the Rams to win the division. I don't think there's a question.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch the 49ers because how many injuries they have already. And, if you're a believer in the substation conspiracy, then you got to stay away from that. They get Mike Evans, who gets hurt every year. And I understand he has that 100,000 yard. Yeah.
You see that?
What is that, a hamstring?
Yeah, he got hurt or something? Quad, yeah. He got hurt 2 days ago again.
Yeah. Of course.
It's like he comes back to practice for a day and he gets hurt.
Yeah. I would stay away from the 49ers. If I could bet them to not make the playoffs, that'd probably be a pretty good bet.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Or maybe bet they're under.
I wonder what that would be. But yeah, I think this one's easy. It's not easy just again because the Seahawks are defending champions, but Matt Stafford, Puka. The Puka stuff is a little weird.
If he gets suspended, it'll probably just be for one game.
I know. I don't think it'll be big. I know he got hurt in practice not too long ago, but it didn't seem super serious. He's just kind of thrown I took him in my offense defense league for fantasy, and this was 2 or 3 months ago. I took him over JSN. If I could do it over again, I would take JSN just because just feels weird with stuff going. I don't know. It's just something I don't want to mess with at a top 4 or 5 pick. I know it's not fantasy talk, but just one of my regrets personally. Devontae Adams seems unguardable in training camp, according to all accounts. And then you pick up Myles Garrett and you pick up Trent McDuffie from the Chiefs. Who's
the other guy they got?
Trevor Duffy from the Chiefs.
And they got one more corner, didn't they? Didn't they get another Chiefs guy?
Jalen Watson.
Yeah.
Oh, so they signed him in free. He didn't trade for him. They signed him in free agency.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So their biggest issue last year was their DBs, and the best thing for DB is pass rushing, and they got the best one in the league, and they possibly have Aaron Donald coming back, which he probably will.
I know.
If he comes, he's got to come back.
The thing's weird. The whole thing's weird though, man. Like he's tried out 2 times.
Want to play week 1.
Yeah, but why not? Like I get not wanting to do training
games
camp,
in Australia.
No, that's true. I keep forgetting that game's in Australia. That week 1 game's in Australia. I get not doing training camp, but I figured you'd want to be back for week 1. Or maybe he's thinking it's like a week 8 thing. Hey, get through the first half of the season. Let's see where we're at. And then I'll come back. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's harder to do, though.
Football shape is a lot different than just being jacked.
No, you're right.
Have you seen pictures of like James Harrison walking around?
Yeah, dude. He's
Steelers
huge.
camp.
Yeah,
that guy is massive.
He's huge. But yeah, I don't know how well he would do if you threw him out there to play a game, right? Like, because it's a different.
Dude, James Harrison.
Yeah,
he's also like 45. So.
Yeah, it's a different animal. And then they re-signed Cam Curl. Like he was one of the big free agent safeties this year. So they got him re-signed. I don't know, man. Yeah, I just don't think Ty Simpson again. Like we talked about this during the draft. I would have done it differently, personally, but I get why they did it. Especially because they traded for Myles Garrett after the draft. So like it kind of made more sense once they traded for Myles Garrett. But I don't see a way they're not, unless there's a lot of injuries. I just don't see there's a way that they don't get to at least 11 wins.
Yeah, plus they have
12 wins probably.
The best coach in the league probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, top 3 or 4 for sure, depending on who you ask.
Yeah. So
they don't really have any holes.
What do you think? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they really don't. No, I think it's Rams, and then if I had to go, obviously I think it's kind of crazy that the 49ers are that close to the Seahawks.
Plus 305 is crazy.
Plus 305.
Because then you have, the Cardinals at plus 10,000 is
10,000. I mean, no one.
Hilarious.
I think with the Cardinals, our team last year.
We don't have to talk about them.
No, was that the team we were both in on last year? At because they were like plus 850, and we were like, if Kyler can figure it out.
Oh yeah.
Well,
yeah, because you had you had the 49ers who are always hurt. You had the Rams, and you had the weird back situation with Stafford.
Mm-hmm.
Seahawks
That's
get
right.
Sam Darnold, and who knows what's going to happen.
And we didn't,
with that.
right? Exactly. Mm-hmm.
So honestly, it wasn't like a terrible bet, but
no, it made more
sense.
Hindsight,
you're like, all right, Kyler could have done something, but now he's in Minnesota, which is probably the best division in the league.
Yeah, I'd say so. Based on the odds, it's the closest.
The AFC, their NFC East is close.
Yeah, but the Giants are plus 600. The Vikings are plus 510. Like it's the closest between plus 170 and plus 510, and then the NFC East is plus 120. Yeah, the NFC they're close in terms of competitive divisions where.
Yeah. So where anyone can win, but that's tough. It's rare to get that.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't say that the Giants have a chance to win.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're plus 600
the division.
Before we get there, let's finish this NFC West.
I just think it's kind of down the line. Rams 1, Seahawks 2, 49ers 3, Cardinals 4.
I agree.
I
think the Cardinals
it's chalky, but
the Cardinals, I'm excited to watch Jeremiah Love again during the draft. Does it make a lot of sense at pick 3 to take a running back when you have so many needs on your team? And I get it. They're probably playing for the future. They're probably hoping to get a top 3 or 4 pick next year where a lot more quarterbacks come out. But they have some pieces on offense. Jacoby Brissett is fine. They'll win a couple games.
Carson Beck, dude.
Yeah, Carson Beck, that's true. He looked good. He looked good in those preseason games. I don't know, man. He could be a quarterback in the future. Yeah. But maybe that's the fear is you throw him out there, you win 5 games and you shoot yourself in the foot.
Yeah, but
that's
they're
why it's
4
hard.
years away from me, a year away though.
Yeah, that's true. But see, that's why it makes no sense to take a running back. With pick 3.
That's what I'm saying. Because you never know. Then you're
the
just
highest
gonna waste
paid
his
running back. at the time.
That's crazy.
Before taking a snap.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, and then go ahead.
I was gonna say it's just a chalky.
Chalky
NFC West. You can't not pick the Rams. They're just. It does have some Eagles dream team vibes, but they've kind of been there, done that.
It's health dependent. I wouldn't, if anyone were to take the Seahawks at plus 215, I'm not going to fault them because, hey, it's better odds and they won the Super Bowl last year. I'm excited to watch those games, man. Those Rams-Seahawks games last year were awesome. Unbelievable. Those were so much fun, especially at the end of the season. I think they play 3 times in like 5 weeks because I thought they played 2 games against each other at the end of the season and play each other in the playoffs. Those games were crazy. Yeah. I'm excited for those. I'm pumped.
And that playoff game was crazy.
God, I miss football.
God. Dude, I can't wait. I
know. It's in 2 weeks from tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah, 2 weeks from tomorrow is the first game. Pumped.
2
All right.
from tomorrow. Oh, Thursday or Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. Yeah, because the Australia game. Something with the Australia game is why they had to play Wednesday, Thursday.
Is that going to be like a weird time?
No, I think it's still at night. Check.
Yeah, I was just about to go look at that because if it's at a weird time, that would be.
I think it's still.
That'd be a huge miss.
Yeah,
but I understand.
7:30. Rams 49ers 7:35 Central Time.
That's the second game of the
season. Yeah.
Yeah, the first game is Patriots Seahawks, which will be a good one.
And that one's Wednesday.
Damn, I can't wait. Oh, it's on Netflix?
Yeah.
What are we doing, man? God, it's going to get so weird with all that. All right, let's go. Do you want to do NFC East or NFC?
Let's do it. Let's do the North last. Let's do the East. I think the North is kind of the most intriguing of all of them. Not that the NFC East isn't, but I think, like you said, I think the Giants don't really stand a chance in this division.
Dude, I saw on ESPN today that they had real quick fantasy talk. I mean, we can do this whenever, but they had Malik Neighbors is the 8th ranked player
overall.
Yeah, in the draft.
Oh, really?
I mean, that's just like a pick that you just want to stay away from.
I know, especially with I know he's trending towards playing sooner than I think maybe a month or 2 ago. People were saying he might start on PUP. He might miss 4 weeks. It sounds like he might be ready for week 1, but I agree.
He didn't have the red jersey on today at practice.
Okay, so he didn't have the non-contact jersey on or whatever.
Yeah.
But I still think like you're not going to get 100% of him until 4 or 5 weeks into the season, I would think.
When I saw that, I questioned ESPN. I was like, do they know ball?
Yeah,
that's crazy. Who's picking him in the first round?
I'm not touching him.
Hell no. I'm not touching him. I'm not touching Scatteroo either.
Yeah, well, Scatteroo.
Hell no.
Yeah, I like him. I like him a lot. I worry about his health. I worry about his health. Same with Jackson Dart, man. I worry about it. Like just the concussions.
He was a blue tent the first game he plays.
I know.
And
he got lit up in that first preseason.
Well, he was complaining about it, but he was on the ground for like an extra 5 seconds. It's like, dude, if you don't want to go in the tent, you got to get up.
Yeah, you got to get up. I don't blame. And I think when guys have concussions, I think they're more likely to throw. Like I know they're looking for checks and signals, and maybe I could be wrong, but big news in the chat.
Just got so derailed.
I got so derailed. I know they look for checks and signs, but I'm sure they have little they have like certain players that they double check and like, hey, this guy's got 5 concussions the last 3 years. Let's make sure he's all right. I just don't see the Giants. And then same with I like Harbaugh. Man, I saw him in a Giants like on the sidelines wearing a Giants gear.
So weird.
It was so weird. Every time they showed him, I was like, what? Like I had to double take. I was like,
so weird.
I don't know what I'm looking at. Not to say I don't think they could be good in a couple years. I don't know if Jackson Dart's the guy.
I'm with you. I think
people love him.
Overhyped.
Yeah.
You know, if he looks like Kirk Cousins, no one would like him.
Exactly.
Because he's a good-looking dude.
And he's athletic.
He's athletic. You know,
I think he's a good fantasy player.
I don't know.
More so than real.
That.
I think he's a better fantasy quarterback than real quarterback.
Okay, so who would you compare that to in the past then?
Let me see. Let me think.
I'm trying to think of like a running.
Yeah.
I can't even think of one.
But you know what I'm saying, right? Like you'd like.
Yeah, I got you.
Better fantasy player than real player.
Would you rather have pre-injury Daniel Jones or?
Because
that's
that's tough. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good example because Daniel Jones, from a fantasy perspective, usually is pretty solid. He gets hurt a lot, and is he really that good of a quarterback? That's a good one.
Yeah, I think
that's
a
very good
same
one.
Guy.
Yeah, that's a very good one. I want to say Daniel Jones. Is that bad? Is that the wrong answer?
Daniel Jones.
Yeah, it's tough.
No, I don't think there is a wrong answer, but we don't really know enough about Jackson Dart yet.
Yeah.
So maybe this year will tell us more if he's, has the ability to stay on the field and if he can actually be a guy. I mean, he's got good weapons for the most part. Like on paper, he does at least. And then they signed Isaiah Likely. I mean, we're doing a lot of Giants talk right now.
We are, but Isaiah Likely, I do like Isaiah Likely. I think he'll fit. I think he needed to get out of Baltimore. I think he has capability to be tight end one. I think he just needed out of Baltimore. I think Baltimore made a mistake not keeping him and keeping Mark Andrews. But that's for a different conversation.
Yeah, that's for next
week. It keeps taking me off this damn – whenever my phone goes off, it keeps resetting. It's pissing me off.
All right, the Eagles are favored at plus 120. Mm-hmm. Then you have Cowboys at plus 205. Then Commanders at plus 500. Giants at plus 600. And I'll say this right now. It makes me super nervous with how good the vibes are in Dallas.
Dude, I was going to say, like, I know you're the Eagles guy on the podcast. I'm taking the Cowboys at plus 205 over the Eagles at plus 120.
God.
I'm with you. Like, I there's nothing coming out of Jerry World. They're not talking, which is weird. No. Like
it's all the good. Vibes you hear them doing like extra sprints after practice.
Yeah.
You hear all the players getting along. Dak Prescott, I think, is a good quarterback.
Yeah. Dak Prescott is one of the, he is a very good quarterback. He gets too much shit for, and I get it. They need to win more in the playoffs and whatever, but he is a very good quarterback.
Well, I mean, he kind of has the Joe Burrow thing where, I mean, at least Dak stays on the field for the most part, but
yeah,
he had the good offense and bad defense. He's got great receivers. I'm pretty sure the defense is going to be better than it was last year. I mean, it can't be worse.
Yep. No, they're the same team. So, the Cowboys and we said that last year too. The Bengals and the Cowboys are the same fucking team. The same team. George Pickens, he got franchise tagged. He seems content with the franchise tag, which was a little bit surprising, just kind of knowing.
It makes me nervous too because he's so good.
He is so good. I think they're the best 1-2 in football. Personally, I think Jamar's better than CD, but I think George Pickens is better than T. Higgins.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because who would you rank? You go Jamar T probably at 1.
Well, no, I'm saying I think I would go CD.
Okay, so CD Pickens at 1.
I think so.
Then you have Puka Devontae, Jamar T.
Mm-hmm.
Who would be 4? Who's 4 and 5? Would you go A.J. Brown, Romeo Doubs? Probably not.
No. It would have been A.J. Devonta before, but A.J. Brown not being there anymore.
Yeah. Well,
I'm trying to think who else.
I'm trying to think who are the good receivers. Are we just missing
an
obvious one?
It would maybe be, Amon-Ra, Jameson Williams, maybe.
That'd probably put them at 5.
Yeah, they're up there. One. It'd probably be some of these rookie, some of these younger guys maybe that could potentially be good. If Jordan Tyson is good, if Mekhi Lemon's good,
Devontae Smith, Mekhi Lemon.
Yeah, maybe, but again, Mekhi Lemon also injury also dealing with injuries. Yeah, I don't know. We're probably missing someone super obvious.
I know. I'm trying to think. I mean, you have JSN, then who? Like Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not
I wouldn't put that in the top 5,
No.
even though JSN's way up there. All right, we're just gonna stick with the top 3 and then have Amon-Ra. Nope.
Amon-Ra, Jameson Williams.
You're not saying that. You're not putting the fact that you said DJ Moore's name.
Well, I was just
Luther Burden and
maybe.
Doomsday?
Yeah, maybe Luther Burden. I was just speaking out, like I was thinking and just talking out loud because I'm an idiot.
Michael Pittman, DK Metcalf?
No.
3 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, anyway.
Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, maybe. That'd probably be the next one.
I think I'd rather have Amon-Ra.
I would too.
Williams.
I think I'd put them 4 over them. Let's see. I'm looking at a list.
JJ was like the guy when he had someone to throw into him, and then he just
This list has Amon-Ra, James Williams 4, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison 5, Jalen Waddle, Cortland Sutton, pretty solid, 6, and then AJ Brown, Romeo Doubs 7. Kind of falls off a cliff there, in my opinion.
Yeah.
JSN.
Romeo Doubs, yeah. Yeah, no, okay. Well, we hit the top 3 at least.
Yeah.
That's all we really needed.
All right, anyway, back derailed.
The Cowboys.
Derailed.
Yeah.
Cowboys. Vibes are good.
Vibes are good, yeah. I can't bet on the Cowboys, so that's all you. I think the Commanders are going to stink.
I do think so too. I do think Jane Daniels, he had a bad year. Like he was hurt a lot of the year last year. I don't see it, man. I'm afraid he's going to get hurt again.
I saw a picture of him walking across the field in preseason. He's so skinny.
He is, dude. He's so tiny. He is so tiny.
Crazy.
He is so tiny. It reminds me like that Bryce Young when he was wearing a backpack and he looked like he was in grade school or whatever, middle school.
Yeah, it really does. It's so funny.
I don't see it with. And then the other thing with the Commanders, again, it's preseason. Sonny Styles, the linebacker that they took, I think they were 5th or 6th in the draft. Does not look good in his couple preseason.
Oh, really? I haven't seen anything about that.
Yeah, it's not been pretty. Again, linebacker's tough to play as a rookie. He's an athletic freak, and I'm sure he'll be fine. But I know there are some nerves coming out of there with that. But again, it's like the whole Jamar Chase thing. His rookie year, he couldn't catch a football, and he ends up being it's preseason, so you don't want to bury these guys beforehand. But hasn't looked great in the start. I just don't see it with the Commanders. They spent a ton of money in the offseason to help rectify some of their defensive issues that they had last year, but
plus their best offensive lineman got hurt.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Is he out for the year?
Yeah.
Tunsil?
Torn tricep.
Oh, that's right. It's tricep. Yeah.
It's 6 months, they said.
Yeah. There's so much stuff that happened over the last 3 or 4 weeks that feels like it was a year ago.
Yeah, it really does. It moves so fast.
Yeah.
If it's 2 weeks ago, it's just like, oh,
you kind of
that
forget.
happened.
Yeah, you forget. But yeah, I think kind of quickly back to the Cowboys. I agree, Commanders are out, but Caleb Downs, I think is going to be a stud. I think that's a big add. I think he was one of the best defensive players in the draft. They did get Rashawn Gary, who I didn't love. It's I was afraid the Bengals were going to get him, but I still think he'll be an upgrade from what they have. They just signed Von Miller, who I think he had 9 sacks last year for the Commanders, which is crazy when you think about that. I can't believe he had 9 sacks. So if he can come as a rotational pass rusher every now and then, I think that's a big add. You still got Kenny Clark. Quentin Williams just signed a huge deal. I think they'll be solid on defense, and their offense is going to be awesome. So
you think they're an 11-win team?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
What's your
Eagles? How are you feeling about the Eagles? I feel like the vibes are very opposite, and that's why I'm going Cowboys, because it feels like the vibes for the Eagles
I don't think the vibes are bad for the Eagles. I think it's just they're trying to get over whatever happened last year. I mean, the vibes were so down last year that they can only go up. So that's for me, that's just all right. We're going with a whole new regime here. we get rid of, the locker room issues with AJ Brown, new offensive coordinator. Their team is really good on paper. You just, can Jalen Hurts just be a little bit better?
Are you worried about the receivers at all? Like, I think getting rid of AJ Brown was the right call. Like, it just wasn't working. And I think in AJ Brown's press conference that he did when he was with the Patriots kind of speaks to it a little bit. He was more cordial than I thought he'd be, but obviously there were some issues there with him and Jalen specifically. Are you not worried at all about the receivers?
No, I think Devontae Smith, Mekhi Lemon, Dallas Goedert. I think that's who's the guy they just got from Green Bay? What's his name?
Receiver?
Yeah, he was on.
Dontavian Wicks.
Dontavian Wicks. Yeah. I think he's a solid 3.
Yeah, no, he is. He is. Yeah.
People always talk about how much of a freak he is, and if he can just catch the ball, sometimes it's good enough for me. I saw a bunch of clips of like all of AJ Brown's like big drops last year, and it's not like he was perfect, and that's why he could complain. So I just think, okay, here I'll say this. I think the odds are correct. Plus 120 is, obviously like perfect for where the Eagles are. I think the vibes of the Cowboys kind of bring them level to the Eagles. So it's going to be a battle, but I'm not really worried. I think they're going to win 12 games, and I think they can win the Super Bowl. So I'm not really like worried about that. I'm just, will this new offensive coordinator open up the team a little bit more than what it did last year?
Yeah, I forgot they got Dontavian Wicks because I was thinking Mekhi Lemon and Devonta Smith, and I know they had Hollywood Brown, who's had a tough camp. I think they have Elijah Moore.
Yeah, Dallas Goedert.
Yep, Dallas Goedert, which again, he almost
Saquon.
Was not. Yeah, Dallas Goedert, but that one was the whole thing. He was almost not part of the team.
Tank Bigsby.
Andy
Dalton.
That's right. They have the Red Runs, right? Oh, they're fine. Although I don't think Andy Dalton's ever won a playoff game, even as a backup. So that might be a bad thing.
We'll cut him. Got to run for the playoffs.
Actually, yeah, it's true. You have Tanner McKee. You don't need him. You don't need him. You got Tanner McKee.
As a backup, so he's a third string.
I do think Mekhi Lemon, if he stays healthy, is going to be good. Like I'm excited to watch him. I liked him more than Jordan Tyson. I know Jordan Tyson got a lot of run towards the end of the draft cycle, but again, he's dealing with injuries himself. So yeah, I'm with you. I just think the vibes, like you said, the Cowboys are better. Like if that defense can just be top
competent
20, yeah, like top 20, top 18, which I think they can be. I'm just gonna go, especially with the odds being at plus 205. I gotta go Cowboys.
Yeah,
I'm a little worried about Jalen Hurts. I'm not like super worried about him, but
I'm not.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm not worried.
Are you sure? You're not worried?
He's been in 2 Super Bowls and he won one of them.
Okay. All right.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay. It's a fair argument. It's hard to argue against that.
He's been there, done that.
It's definitely hard to argue against that.
Obviously, I've been very back and forth with what he's been, all about. But for whatever reason, every time I see him hold the football, I'm like, okay, I feel pretty comfortable with him having the football.
Yeah. That's fair. The Cowboys do have.
All right. So how we?
Sorry, as I say, Cowboys do have Christian Parker. They brought in as their defensive coordinator, who a lot of people, young defensive coordinator, a lot of people are high on. So we'll see. Again, they have a new defense. It could go terrible. They have a new defensive coordinator. A lot of people are really high on him. Could go wrong. Could go bad. Who knows? There's always a risk with that kind of stuff. So we'll see.
Do you think the Cowboys have won the vibes
of the offseason? Yeah, I think so.
I think they have.
I think, honestly, more so than anything else, is what I said at the beginning. Is like, you're not – it doesn't feel like Jerry's going on a press tour to, talk up his team and stuff, which I think is refreshing. And I think that's a sign that he doesn't feel like he needs to. I don't know. That's almost the biggest thing.
Or just getting really old.
It is interesting because, I have seen some stuff lately of, did they make the right decision trading away Micah Parsons and, getting rid of Diggs? And that was supposed to be their core defensive players, and neither of them on the team right now.
Stinks.
Yeah, he does stink. He's on the I think the Seahawks just signed him. But he was signed to a $100 million contract, with the Cowboys. He had like a 5-year, $100 million contract.
Because he had like seven interceptions one year.
I think it was. Why do I think it was?
Maybe like 11.
Yeah, I think it was like 11. But
if you're getting thrown to all the time, you're not good.
No, I know. I agree. But anyway, just like them being gone, I think is part of it too. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Not having the mic.
So how would you? Well, yeah, any drama's bad. All right, so for me, I would go Eagles win, Cowboys second, Giants third, Commanders fourth.
Okay, I go Cowboys, Eagles. I'm gonna stick with Commanders third, Giants fourth, mainly because we've seen Jane Daniels take them to the playoffs, and we've seen him be successful in the playoffs. Like we said, I don't know about Jackson Dart. Malik Neighbors, kind of like we talked about, he's going to be back, but when is he going to be 100% himself? One of my favorite receivers in the NFL to watch is Malik Neighbors. But so I think I'll stick with Commanders 3, and I'll go Giants 4.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I don't hate it. See, we didn't copy each other there.
Yeah, we didn't agree there.
All right. Now your favorite division, the NFC
My
North.
favorite division.
Well, it's the one you want to talk about last. So where do you want to start?
I think you got to start with Chicago. I think you at plus 300. I think me and you are on the same page with Chicago in terms of I'm not fully buying it.
No.
The Caleb Williams thing, like, I think he could be really good. I think he is I think he's a good quarterback. But like, you have the Madden cover, you have like this Iceman stuff, you have all this, and now he had some like unbelievable moments at the end of last year. Specifically,
hold on, you're putting the Madden cover in there as like a slight.
Well, no, not a slight. I just mean like he's getting hyped. Like he's getting.
Okay.
So like, and I think that's why people are also buying into the Bears a little bit more so, because he's getting hyped, and they won a ton of games last year. At the end of games, some crazy games. Like both Packers games were nuts. The comeback they had in the playoffs, which is awesome. Like they were super fun to watch. Yeah. Throughout the whole season, they had a lot of fourth quarter comebacks, and I think that is a testament to Caleb Williams showing up in those moments and playing well in those moments. And I think Ben Johnson is a top 3 or 4 coach in the NFL. I just don't know if you can repeat it. Their schedule is going to be so much harder this year than it was last year.
Hold on. Top 3 or 4 coach?
5. If I was picking, if I had to take a new coach, I would put him in my top 5.
Let's rank the coaches. Let's rank the coaches really quick.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I'd go McVay 1.
Okay.
Andy Reid 2.
Sure.
McDaniel 3.
McDaniel.
Or who's the coach for McDonald? McDonald
okay.
3. Okay, let's see. 4. I was very confident with this, and I just blanked.
Kyle Shanahan, maybe, but he just doesn't win in the big moments. Like, he's up there, though. Like, I would...
Vrabel, 4?
I don't know if you can put him there right now. We'll see what he does. Let's see what he does this year.
Oh, because he had a little scandal in the offseason, you're just going to take him out?
Okay, keep going.
Vrabel just went to the Super Bowl.
Sure, that's fine. I'll give you...
With a very inferior team. And I understand the schedule. We can talk about all that.
Yeah,
but
I'll give you Vrabel.
All right, let's see. I want to say Dan Campbell, but no.
No, you can't do Dan Campbell. Zach Taylor?
Probably no. Fuck, the coach for the Broncos.
Sean Payton.
Sean Payton.
Okay.
4. Maybe he is top 5. So anyone I'm missing?
No, I mean, it all depends. Like, Sirianni has the best record, right?
I wasn't going to say Sirianni because you would tell me I'm a homer.
Yeah, I wouldn't say you're a
Super Bowl though, so I would probably put him over.
Again, Ben Johnson's had 1 year, so like it's early. It's
a crown him top. I mean, you said 3 or 4 to begin with, and I understand it's your thing.
If you're starting a franchise though, like if you're like, hey, that's not the question. We're talking about who's the top 5 right now. I think I'd put him in the top 5.
I mean, I'm just asking. I'm just saying. You put him over all 5 of the guys I listed. Put Sirianni 5. You put him over. You're going to look it up, and someone else is going to tell you.
No, I'm going to look at the Coach of the Year odds. I'm curious. Not that that's like he's the best coach because
yeah, I get it. Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's better. I'm just saying other names.
Coach of the Year is weird though because it's usually first-time coaches who bring a team to playoffs. So that one might not make sense.
I'm trying to think of other.
Kevin O'Connell. But they sucked last year, so it's hard. And he's supposed to be a quarterback whisperer. JJ McCarthy stinks, so it's hard. Put him in there.
Yeah, but yeah, I get it.
All right.
Okay.
Well, anyway,
arguably top 5.
Yes. And their schedule is going to be a lot harder this year. I think it's going to be hard. It's always hard to recreate that good of a record in one-score games and have those comebacks. I think just from that, they might take a step back. Really worried about their they didn't do a ton to fix their defensive line. The safety they got, Kobe Bryant, hurt, is out for the year or majority of the year. One of their big free agent signings that they had this year.
Go Bearcats.
Yep, they don't have a left tackle. They listed 5 guys as co-starters at left tackle. This in the preseason game last week against the Bengals. That's scary.
Can I just say this right now?
Yeah.
I think they're going to lose the division.
You think they're coming last?
Yeah.
You think they're coming last? Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to come in last, but
I think Caleb Williams can be, after this year, he could be a top 5 quarterback in the league, or he can be hey, this guy might not have it.
He needs to complete over 60% of his passes. That. And I get it. There's some he makes some spectacular plays, and that's part of it. But he's got to complete 60% of his passes. He has to.
I mean, he's coming up on he could be Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz made all the crazy plays, but when it came to just one little quick slant, he couldn't do it.
Yeah, he's a freak though, man. He is some of the throws he makes are insane.
I understand.
I do love their weapons though. Their weapons are nuts. Like we said, Romadunze.
He's always hurt.
Luther Burden. Colson Loveland, I think, is going to be a top 3 or 4 tight end after this year.
Mononga's hurt though. Swift, who knows?
Yeah, Swift's getting a little bit old. Offensive line is pretty solid again, except for their left tackle issue, which I don't know if they'll trade for someone or not. But
but who's trading a left tackle?
That's true. You'd have to trade for a backup of some kind, and you'd have to give up something decently valuable, especially for a tackle. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not there. I know they're third on this, which is plus 305, but I know Bears are a big, after last year, a big favorite. A lot of people are talking about them. I still think they're a year away, which is crazy. I feel like I've been saying that for 3 years.
Yeah. I'm just not a big Caleb guy. Mm-hmm. Again, he could be unbelievable, and I'm not going to rule that out, but I don't think they make the playoffs this year. I think the Vikings will be better. I think the Packers are going to win the division, and I think it's going to be a battle of second place between the Lions and Vikings.
Are you surprised the Lions are favored at plus 170?
Yeah, they have no cornerbacks. They lost David Montgomery. I know Gibbs is really good, and they got Pacheco, but didn't he get banged up already?
Yeah, he's not David Montgomery. He's not going to fill that. Good. Yeah, he's not going to fill that role like David Montgomery could.
Yeah, I think the Packers, Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs, if nothing happens, but they have Jordan Mason as well, right? No, that's Minnesota.
They have
who's the backup for Marshawn Lloyd?
Yes, Marshawn Lloyd.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. So then they have Christian Watson and Matthew Golden and Tucker Kraft's coming back. Jaden Reed. I think Jordan Love is probably the best quarterback in this division.
Man, they're also I think you could put them all in the same.
They're all between 7 and 12.
Yeah, they're all in the same bucket. Maybe Kyler Murray, maybe
Kyler's not. 16, but could be up there.
Yes, yeah, he has been up there before.
Yeah,
man, yeah, the quarterbacks to me are all interchangeable, really.
This division is going to be so interesting, though. Every divisional game is going to be insane.
It's gonna be
I don't
fun.
think the Bears are going to only win 4 games, but I don't think they're going to win. I don't think they're going to win 8.
Yeah. You think it's going to be similar to last year again, where it's like everyone's around 500 or above 500?
I think the Packers win 12.
You think the Packers win 12 games? Michael Parsons is out for at least the first. I think he's planning to try and come back week 6. So like maybe you don't get him fully till halfway through the season. Yeah, man.
They were so good until their whole team got hurt too.
They were until Micah went down. They were so good. They really were. Who did they?
Tucker Kraft.
I do. Yeah, Tucker Kraft was one of my favorite players last year. They got hurt. Yeah.
So I think for me, I think it's going to be Packers, Lions, or Vikings, Bears.
Okay.
The Indiana Bears.
Honestly, I think if I was putting money on this, and I kind of teased at the beginning, I think I would just go Vikings at plus 510. Just because I think it's going to be...
It's the most fun bet.
It's the most fun bet, and I just think it's going to be such a... I don't think they have the best team or best roster, but given the odds, I think this division can beat itself up, and I think there's a chance...
The division is.
Yeah, and how Vikings are 2 years removed from going, whatever it was, 14-3 with Sam Darnold. So, like, you get a competent quarterback in there. I think like Kyler Murray, I think they could, maybe, I don't think they're going to win 14 games again, but can I see them winning 10 or 11, and the division kind of being all right around 500 and they end up on top? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't think I would touch the Lions at plus 170. I just don't trust them enough this year, to your point. Like, a lot of issues on the defensive side of the ball, no corners. I just don't see it. And then
their offensive line isn't very good either.
No, Penei Sewell obviously is one of the best, but they had they had 2 guys who retired or left. I think Taylor Decker left, and who retired? What was his name? But they did. I think they took Blake Miller in the first round, but I don't think he's expected to start. He's a tackle. God, who was the other guy who left? Austin's.
I have no idea.
Taylor Decker.
This is up your alley.
Yeah, Taylor Decker. Graham Glasgow also left. Okay.
So, all right. So how do you think this division shakes out?
I think I put my money in the Vikings, but if I had to pick, like, just again based on the odds, I think I'd go Packers, Bears, Lions, Vikings.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the Lions being plus 170 is the most surprising to me of all the odds.
It is surprising. It is surprising.
I'm trying to think of what like big acquisitions they made. Maybe I'm missing someone.
I would if I were to put money on this division, it would be the Packers at plus 225. That's a pretty good bet. What are you looking up?
I'm trying to see. Yeah, the Lions, like, Cade Mays at center, Isaiah Pacheco. They signed Tyler Conklin, another tight end. Like, they didn't really make a ton of moves in the offseason. It's like, I just don't see it.
Been in the league.
He's bounced around a little bit. I feel like he was with the Jets for a long time.
Forever.
And he's with the Chargers, yeah. I just don't see. I'm just confused by the Lions. Honestly, I think that's where I'm at.
Yeah, a lot of it's their offense is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's just the defense part. I just don't really understand. I understand the Packers also kind of have they just lost their defensive coordinator.
Halfway.
Yeah.
To the Dolphins, which we'll get to that next week. Yeah, we'll get to that next week.
All right. Do you want to do some bets?
Yeah, let's do.
Wait. Who do you think comes out of the NFC?
That's what I was going to say. Let's do our playoff predictions, and then who comes out of the NFC. I think Rams come out of the NFC.
Yep.
I think my playoff teams are Rams, Seahawks. Seahawks being a wild card. I got Cowboys, Eagles. Eagles being a wild card. Packers. Who's my NFC
Bears?
South winner? No, Packers, Bucks. And then I think the Bears are the 7 seed. I think the Bears sneak in as a 7 seed. I do. The 49ers, I just don't trust with the injuries. I don't think anyone else from the NFC South. I don't think
flip the Vikings for me
with the Bears.
With the Bears, and that's mine.
Okay, so same thing, but Vikings instead of Bears in the playoffs. So no Lions. Mm-hmm. Neither of us have Lions in the playoffs.
Did we do this last year?
What?
I feel like we did this exact.
We did this. I just don't know what. I can't remember.
I think we left the Lions out last year,
and they didn't make it last year.
Wow, we're smart. We know ball.
We go back. Look at it. We each had them winning the division.
All right, give me the Lions in the playoffs and not the Vikings.
Okay, that's fair.
Man, I do think the Vikings might make it though. Yeah, give me the Lions.
Okay.
So read them off again. Rams,
Packers.
Seahawks.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Rams, Seahawks. Eagles, Cowboys. Bucks.
Yep.
Packers.
Bears for me. Lions for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Got to remember that. Got to revisit this.
Who comes out? Who's going to the Super Bowl?
He's Rams, man.
It's Rams, yeah.
You can't.
It's Rams.
It's
Rams.
It's Rams.
It's Rams all day.
It is Rams. I wish there was a better conversation around this, but there isn't.
Yeah. AFC is I feel like it has a little bit more parity, but yeah.
I think the AFC is a better conversation in terms of who can make the playoffs, because I think there's a lot more. I think honestly in the NFC, out of
it's top heavy.
Yeah, the 8 teams we chose, and then you could maybe throw the 49ers in there, the Lions, I guess the Commanders maybe, but I just don't see it. It's I feel like there's 10 teams total maybe that have a shot.
Someone's gonna throw the Saints in.
No, I guess that's true. I did forget about the Saints. Someone will throw the Saints in. Whereas in the AFC, you have Bills, Patriots, Ravens, Bengals, Steelers, Texans, Jaguars, Colts, Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos. You have almost three teams from every division that I feel like are have a chance. So I don't know.
All right, what do you think of? The Bears are minus 115 to miss the playoffs. That's probably just purely on their division, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. All right. Cool. All right. Let's do some bets.
What do you want to bet?
Week 0.
Week 0.
No.
College football.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's this weekend.
I'm not opposed. Let me go pull it up. I haven't placed a bet the entire month of August.
Did Gene have to lock you in the room?
No, I've actually been good. I pulled all my money out of all my accounts, and I've just told myself I'm not until September 1. I'm not allowed, but I probably will because it's week 0 this weekend, so I probably will. But it's close enough.
All right, there are a lot of games.
There's not a lot of good games. That's the problem.
Well, you have the rematch of North Carolina and TCU. North Carolina looked like Indiana that first drive.
Mm-hmm.
They were winning it all. And then we played TCU again, and they're plus 7.5. I'm going to take that.
Okay. Give me, USC, San Diego State.
Yeah.
Give me Virginia minus.
Weeks, but we got to do it.
Give me Virginia minus 5.5.
All right. I'll go. I'll go under in that USC San Diego State game or San Jose State game.
I like that. First
under,
week, 60.5.
Under 60.5.
Let's see. God, is Stanford going to be good this year? I don't think so. I mean, fuck. It's so hard. This is hard.
It is tough. It is tough.
Give me Stanford minus 4. I trust the Cardinals.
Stanford. When are they playing?
They play Saturday at 6. Or 7 your time.
Saturday at 7. Stanford. Who they play?
Hawaii.
You have a minus 3.5?
Minus 4.
Minus 3.5 on Hard Rock.
I'll take a -3.5.
All right. What is that? Okay, so I got one more. All right, I'll go. Man, I don't even know any of these teams now.
It's tough. This is a tough week.
Yeah. Give me North Dakota State over Jack State at -6.5.
Oh, over Jack State. Your alma mater.
They stink.
Give me New Mexico State +30.5 against Florida State.
Whoa.
Yeah. I just don't trust Florida State, man. They've been bad for a little bit now.
What time do they play?
Saturday
I
at 6.
got it.
Yeah.
They're +31.5 at Hard Rock. So.
God, I need to switch to Hard Rock.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you parlay all those together, it's +4,563.
I'm running it. So
I'm running. Too.
I'm in.
All right. So next week we're gonna do the AFC preview, and then we'll do week. Are the games?
It'll be week 1. Yeah. So we can do AFC preview next week, and then we'll do no, because we'll do there'll be college again, and then we'll probably do a pod before the games start the following week. So we'll do week 1 preview the following week. The games start Wednesday, so we'll just have to do it Monday or Tuesday.
Cool.
I'm in.
All right. Follow at Traveling Athlete Pod on YouTube, TikTok, and X, and at Traveling Athlete Pod on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, and at Athlete Pod on X. It's been a while.
It has been a while. It's definitely.
You excited for the Bengals?
Dude, I'm ready. We'll talk it next week. Don't you worry. We'll save that for next week.
All right, Brian.
All right. It was fun. Glad we did it again.
Nothing else?
No, that's it. I'm out. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
Oh, shit. We got to do it again, dude. Let the lens cap out.